Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. I'm a freelance makeup artist with a passion for all things beauty. If you're a subscriber, then a welcome return. If you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the rest of the Suqqu pre-summer 2023 collection. I just wanted to show you what I picked up from Selfridges at their preview launch on Thursday. I've only had time to film this today because Friday I was working, so I hope that you enjoy this. I am still early. I believe the collection is not officially launching at Selfridges until the 23rd of March. So it'll be launching at Liberty, Cult Beauty and Harrods on the 6th of April. I got the final two pieces from the collection, which were the eyeshadow quads. Now, these I purchased myself, so I wanted to thank Suqqu for the previous video where I was kindly gifted the products. As part of the Suqqu preview, I was also given a ganking facial, so my skin is glowing from the facial. I am so happy that I did it, and I also had the opportunity to get a makeover with the new collection, and a lovely makeup artist there called Sophie gave me a few hints and tips about how to apply some of these products, but also trying some new things that I wouldn't normally do. And as part of this video today, I'm going to do something a little bit different. As you may notice, I don't have any foundation on at all because today we are going to try the eyeshadow on before I put my foundation on. That's something I don't normally do, but it's something that I saw Sophie try. Especially with this collection, she felt as though if we went with the eyes first and then did the foundation, we could see what we could add. Now, out of the two eyeshadow quads, there was one that was more sort of warmer and one that was more cooler, which you would associate with Suqqu, as we all know. Now, the warmer palette is 123, and this goes by the name SHOUJITSUKI. From afar, you probably can't see how beautiful this yellow is, but you can probably see that the colour that really pops in this palette is the yellow. And I think it's such a gorgeous shade and really kind of highlights this sunflower inspired collection. So that is the first palette. Then I picked up the second palette, and this was the one that I wanted Sophie to try on me first. And the reason I felt that was I do have a lot of warm palettes and I always get drawn to the cooler palettes because I think against my skin tone, actually cool palettes look really, really nice. So this is 124 and it is in the colour NICHIRINHA. So these are the colours from far away and then these are the colours up close. And what I love about this palette is you've got some really lovely greens in here, and I don't think I've seen many Suqqu palettes with a green colour. I remember when they first did their launch with their permanent shades, and I did a review on one of those palettes that did have more greens in it. But yes, this is the green palette. So the person that created this is the person who is behind a lot of the pre-summer pre-collections, and that is George. And George, I will put his handle here, he basically helps design them. And in his mind, I believe that he divided it into two sort of sections. So you had a warm part of the collection, then you had a cool part of the collection. So when I'm going to be doing my two looks, one will be using the cooler pieces from the collection and one will be using the warmer pieces. So we're going to go cool and then we're going to go warm. So that's how I'm going to divide the video today. And I will also try and add at the end just some comparisons, because I've had a few subscribers ask me how does some of these blushes, for example, compare to previous blushes. I thought the best thing to do first is probably to swatch these for you. Once we've swatched them, then I will start doing the application on the eyes. I will add my foundation and then I will add all the other pieces in. So let's start the swatches. So we're going to start with the lightest colour, which looks like a kind of topper colour. You've got that sort of lime green colour, this sort of iridescent colour. It's got speckles of green in it if you look up close. And then this one is like this medium green. But let's just see how these swatch. So we'll start off with the top one. Then we'll move on to the second shade. Then this sort of iridescent shade. Oh, that's nice. Then finally this green shade. Okay, so these are the arm swatches. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this shade, which I got from Suqqu, which was gifted, and I'm going to put that on as a base shade. So I'm going to use my finger. So just to remind you all, this one was the Suqqu Touch Tone Eyes in 113, and Sophie, who did my makeup at the Suqqu counter, said that this makes a really good base. So I have used it to just get my eyes prepped. Now I'm going to go into this green shade here. And then I'm going to take this green here. So I've taken that and I've just put it on the outer bit, on the inner bit. And then I'm going to try and take a bit of this darker shade here, which is like this iridescent shade. So now I kind of have a rough idea of what I'm doing. I am now going to go in with my foundation and then we can add some more. This feels really alien to me, by the way. It's not something I normally do, but I thought, why not? Let's do something a little bit different. So before we go on any further, I just wanted to show you what else I picked up. Now, this isn't part of their new collection. It's something that they have existing, but it's their Suqqu Radiant Cream Concealer, and it's in the number 2. Now, Sophie used this on me, and although I love this concealer, this is their Suqqu Intense Cover Concealer, and I've got this in number 15, which is close to my skin tone. I wanted something a little bit brighter that would brighten underneath my eyes, and Sophie used this on me. It comes in 3 shades, and it's got a similar applicator to Chiclette. So if you have a look, it's got this brush at the top, and then when you dispense the product, it comes out and it's quite creamy. So what I thought I'd do is just show you how I would use this. Before I do that, I will do my foundation first, and then we will join again at the concealer stage. I have the Suqqu, the liquid foundation, and so let's put it on together. If anyone's curious, I am in the colour 040 in that foundation. So I've got my Sonia G jumbo base brush, and we're going to put this on the skin. Now, Sophie said when she puts it on the skin, she likes to put it in sort of light strokes and very lightly and then build. So that's what we're going to do. So I might just do one more pump. So that's given me really lovely coverage, and now I'm just going to go in with a little bit more concealer in areas that I need. First things first, I am going to use the Suqqu Instant Cover Concealer, and this is in number 15. So I'm just going to put it in areas where I feel like I need coverage, but it's more like my skin tone coverage as opposed to coverage for under my eyes, which we'll do together in a minute. So that is the normal coverage that I would do for my concealer. So now let's take a look at this product. So I'm going to twist this now so that you get the liquid out. I think you've got to twist it a few times. Don't you just love that right at the start? So I'm going to put some on my hand and I'm going to show you how this product looks. You can see that it's a lot more creamier than the concealer that I was using previously. There's so many ways to apply this. I'm going to use my hands initially, and then let's see how we get on. So I'm just going to take my finger and we're going to mix the product up. And it's literally just a few dots. Let's see how we get on first. I might have pumped out a tad too much, but let's see how we get on. Oh, that's really, really pretty. You know, when she did this, what I loved about it is under the eyes, it can get quite dry, and this has this real moisturizing feel to it. I think I found my new favorite Suqqu product. I mean, look how natural that looks, and I haven't really gone in with that much product. Now I'm going to tap again because I had some excess product I want to use just to show you. But you can put as much or as little as you like, and I think it's such a gorgeous sort of highlighting concealer. So creamy, actually. So I'm just going to get my brush and I'm just going to take the foundation and just blend it in with the product. And you can see how that looks, and wow. So this is in the number 2, the concealer. Don't you love that finish? It's gorgeous. Very, very natural. So for this look, we're going to use this blush, which is the 139. This is really interesting, and I'm going to just show you a technique that she used on me. So she took the blush, and instead of putting it sort of, I suppose, where I would put it around here, she actually started on the outside. So if I show you what I mean. And I thought this was a really lovely way to apply the blush. So it kind of just makes my face look taller and longer. It just gave this lovely finish. I think it's going to be my new favourite way to apply blusher. I just love the way that that looks, just on the outside. Don't underestimate this colour, because it's really, really lovely, and you can build. I'm using my Wayne Goss brush here, but you can use sort of any kind of airy brush to get that effect. So go up higher onto the temples here, and what a lovely way of using the blush. So now I'm going to pair it with the 117 lipstick, which is the cooler of the 2. So, so pretty. And now I'm just going to go in and see what I can add with the eyeshadow. I might add some highlight in the center of my eyes, because this is what she did when we did the look together. So she likes to apply it with her fingers. Let's try it with a brush first. Yeah, I think she's right. I think the colour payoff might be better with your finger. So I'm going to use my finger. Yeah, much, much better. So, so pretty. So I'm just adding that to the centre of the lid. Really, really gorgeous. You're probably thinking, what more can we do? So I am going to go away and I'm going to add some brow, some liner, some mascara, and I'm going to show you one more trick. So I have gone away, I've added some brow, some mascara, some liner, and one of the things that we spoke about was potentially using another palette. Now we can stop here. If this is the palette you're going to get a beautiful look. This is the completed look. This is what it looks like. But you can add upon that if you have the number 12 palette, because in the number 12 palette, this is the darker shade here. And if you wanted to kind of make this look a little bit more smoky, you could add this on the outer V, which is this colour here. So this is just another way to elevate this look. So you don't necessarily need to do this, but it was something that she showed me when we were doing the makeover. So I'm going to take that deeper colour, which Suqqu don't have a lot of, I think, in terms of that sort of darker black colour. So I'm going to go in with that colour from the 12 palette, and I'm just going to add that to the outer V just to give it a little bit more depth. Oh, that's definitely made a difference. So this is look 1, and I love this eyeshadow quad. It's really an interesting mix of greens, with that sort of lovely iridescent colour at the bottom right hand corner, but then adding this number 12 in this darker shade really makes my eyes pop. And I think if I was going out at night, I'd probably do that. I think the first look without that, with just the eyeshadow quad on its own without the number 12, was still beautiful, but I think this just takes it to another level as well. So if you do have the 12, this is a nice way to use the two quads together. Gorgeous. So now we move on to the next look, and we are now going to use this other palette. This is the eye palette 123. This is SHOUJITSUKI. So let's do the arm swatches first. I think that that's a topper most likely. Then you've got this sort of more satin shade. Here is like a more deeper one. I mean, that purple, so it's that light pink, then that purple colour, and then this gorgeous yellow, which reminds me of the new marigold colour from Victoria Beckham, which I will pick up at some point because it is really intriguing. I'd like to see how that looks on my skin tone. There's this one, and then they've got the topper. So what we'll do is we'll just work in that order and we'll do the swatches. So let's start off with the topper. So this is the topper shade. Very light pink, kind of white in some cases in other lights. Then we're going to go into this pink shade. Definitely more like a satin pink, gorgeous. Then we're going to go into this purple shade, which is warmer. Look at that, beautiful. And then we have this gorgeous yellow shade, which reminds me of sunflowers, very much so. So here we go. Oh, look at that, gorgeous. And first of all, I'm going to take the new Suqqu Touch Tone Eyes in this cream formula, and it's in 112, and it's this gorgeous kind of browny tan shade, and I'm going to put that as a base. What I thought I'd do is just start off with this pink colour first. Then I'm going to go into this purpley colour. And then I'm going to try this yellow shade. Oh, it's very pigmented. So I have gone away, I have added some foundation and some concealer just so that I have a more complete face, and now I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow again and just intensify the look a little bit more. I'm just going to take that purple shade. So I think we'll take that highlighter shade in the corner. I'm just going to add some on the inner corner of the eye. And then I think I'm going to just take some of that yellow, but I'm going to use my finger just to get a lot more pigment and put that on the middle section of my eyelid, just in the center, just to add a bit more pop in the center of the lid. So I have gone away, I have added some brow, some mascara and some liner, and now I'm going to add this gorgeous blush that I did a review on, so I will leave a link and you can see my full review on these, but I just wanted to show you this eye look with this blush. Beautiful. Finally, I'm going to use that lipstick that I also looked at in the previous video. This one is the warmer of the two, and it's in the colour 116 Hana Dye Dye. Beautiful. So now we're going to move into the final part of the video. I'm just going to show you some hand swatches and comparisons of these new blushes with previous ones that Suqqu has launched in the past. I have taken all of my Suqqu collection and tried to pick the most closest matches to. We're going to start off with the colour 139. This is 139, which is the colour that I had in the first look that I did. I did get asked about 09, the melted powder blush. It's going to be discontinued. The other two were the ones that were limited edition. So this one was 137 and the one at the end was 128. I don't think that this colour, this new one, is an exact match for these three. So you're going to be okay because it's definitely a lot warmer than the previous ones. So this is 139. So this is the new colour that's being launched, and against 09 you can see they are very different. This one's a lot more cooler and fairer, so don't worry about this. Plus it's being discontinued. Yeah, they are very different. Okay, so here's the next comparison. Again, we have 139, which is the new colour. This is 137. They are not similar either. This is quite deceiving. It is a lot warmer than this one, even though this one looks warmer. And now here is a final comparison between 139, which is the new launch, against 128, which, yeah, at a push is a little bit similar, but not that much. But even on my skin tone, it's not similar. This comparison is a little bit more easier because there's only one other that has come out that is quite similar. So this one is the new one and it's in 138. And I'm just going to show you the arm swatches and then I'll show you the comparison of the other palette side by side with this one. So here's a comparison. This is 138 and this is 132. Now 138 is warm, but it's on the more brownier side of warm. Then on this side, it's more reddish. And then you've got that lighter yellow. There is a difference between those two palettes. So let me show you side by side. So this is probably the closest match that I've seen in terms of the comparisons. This one you can see is definitely more browny warm. This is more reddish warm. Okay, so I just wanted to give you my final thoughts on these two quads. I think that they definitely represent pre-summer and in very different ways. For example, this one with the yellow definitely leans towards the sunflower theme and the colours are just so, so beautiful. Actually, I just got a compliment from my husband who said he was very, very lucky, which was beautiful for me to hear, obviously. But it showed how stunning this collection is. And one thing about Suqqu is the longer you wear it, the better it looks. even when you look at it at the beginning, it's stunning, and then it never kind of goes through that period of kind of looking drained. The colour just seems to maintain, and I always think that it looks better the longer I wear it. Now with the other palette, the added element of the number 12 really took it to another level if you want to wear it in the evening. But at the same time, I love the aspect of that sort of green look, which I don't tend to have many palettes that are green, so I was quite intrigued with that look, and it's definitely more of a kind of cooler look for me, but one that I really enjoy as well. So I think that they both represent the theme of the collection really well. I think this quad certainly is more in line with the theme, with the yellow and with also with the blush, if you were to use it in the way I've used it, and the lip, because it's a warm lip. You've got that sort of lovely orangey yellow effect of the highlighter. I think it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for more of a sort of pre-summer look, I'd go with this quad, which I have on now, which is the second look that I've done. But if you want something a little bit more cooler, then I go with the other palette, which gives you those lovely greens and that sort of deep brown with that lovely kind of speckles of green in it, which you can use on the outer V of your eye. All in all, I'm so pleased that I've now got my complete collection. I've really enjoyed filming this today. The sun has been going in and out, so I hope that it's given you a true indication of what this colour looks like in real life. I love to hear your thoughts on my comparisons, because I know a lot of you have been asking for that, and I wanted to put that on this video for you today, so you can come back to it, refer to it and have a look. What did you think of my new way of putting on my makeup? Do you enjoy me putting on the foundation first, or the other way round? I love the concealer. It's like my go-to now. I think I'm going to use it so much. I really like the way that it gives you radiance under your eyes as well. I didn't really need to set it. It looks beautiful on my skin. And yeah, let me know your thoughts if you're going to be picking up the concealer. It's a permanent piece from their collection, so yeah, it'd be lovely to hear. I'm on the hunt for my final melted powder blush in 03, so if anybody spots it, let me know, please, because I am waiting. I'm on every list possible for it to come back into stock before they stop making it completely, and that will be my complete melted blush collection. I can't believe I didn't pick up 03 because I thought that the melted powder blush would be with us forever, but unfortunately it's not. So just like you guys, if you're searching for stuff, I'm searching for stuff as well. The Suqqu rabbit hole is real. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed filming it. That is the complete pre-summer collection. So please look out for the launch. Like I mentioned before, it's the 23rd of March. It's going to be available in Selfridges exclusively for 2 weeks. Then from the 6th of April, you can get it in Liberty, Liberty Online, Harrods, Harrods Online and Cult Beauty. I think it's coming to Cult Beauty. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's coming to those other places. I wish you the very best of luck in getting this collection, because it really is a beautiful collection, and I love the fact that with the pre-summer ones, they're a lot more colourful and a lot more experimental. If you love colour, you're going to really enjoy this collection. I myself am waiting for the launch of the summer collection, which I believe is going to be in May. Please keep an eye out for that. But I really hope I can share pieces from that collection with you before that launches as well. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.